Welcome back. First things first, if you have a 10 bagger stock that you think is going to go up in value 10 times more in the next 10 years, next decade, please comment below the stock and why you think this is going to happen. And then obviously if it's a good stock, I'm going to look into it and I'll help you to answer any questions on that company, work together and grow our money. Okay, so the company we're talking about today is called Novonix, ticker symbol NVX. So Novonix manufactures and sells the world's most accurate high-precision battery cell testing equipment used by leading battery makers, manufacturers, and research organizations. This includes Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, 3M, GM, Panasonic, CATL. But the real buzz around Novonix comes from their pure graphite, which is what they call their synthetic graphite. So in the moment they're in a supply agreement with Samsung, initial supply of 500 tons of synthetic graphite, and they wish to ramp this up to 2,000 tons, and by 2030 they're aiming at 100,000 tons. So that is where the growth is. So if we take a look at this slide, it's got the amount of cycles and then the capacity in the battery. So we see over 700 cycles. The Novonix pure graphite added into the battery has a lot better capacity retention than some of the others, such as natural, other synthetics, and Tesla's mix. Okay, so Novonix has done the testing in the lab. They know what they've got, and now they've just got to prove it to Samsung and Sanyo. So they've got initial supply agreement with Samsung, starting off at 500 tons, and as you show in the next slide, they want to ramp this up to 100,000 tons. If you didn't know, well, you obviously know who Samsung is, but if you didn't know, Sanyo is a part of Panasonic, and Panasonic make the batteries for Tesla. This might change, but currently they're making a large amount of batteries for Tesla. So here's the roadmap for growth here. So you see 2021 revenue, they expect to be 20 million, and that's off 2,000 tons of their graphite. Then we see 2025, they want to ramp this up to 25,000 tons, and 2030 up to 100,000 tons. Okay, so here are the estimates given by the limiting factor. Here's a channel on YouTube, link in the description below. Go like and subscribe all his videos. So if we look at the market, so they're getting $13,000 per ton. Cost to make it is $5,000, and then they're left with $800 million a year. That's obviously from the 100,000 tons of synthetic graphite. Okay, so I've asked him where he got these figures from. His response: price per ton was from a research paper titled The Success Stories of Graphite, and the production cost was directly from Chris. Chris is Dr. Chris Burns, the CEO of Novonix. And then he says, it's also worth noting that Chris reviewed the script and video. So once again, I'll put the link in the description below. Go watch it. It's a great watch. And also go watch the 2020 webinar from Novonix for all the best information. I'll put a link in the description below as well. So here's another screenshot from the limiting factors video. So 100,000 tons per year would represent 12% of the market share for synthetic graphite. So it's not like they expect to take the whole share. They're only taking 12% and expect this much profit. So it's quite reasonable. We'll now go through some figures on how much they could be worth in 2030 compared to today. Here's calculation number one. The next one be a bit more conservative. So say it's $800 million gross margin. We're going to go really conservative on the net profit, $400 million. Give it a PE ratio of 10, so you're paying 10 times the earnings. So 10 times $400 million is $4 billion. So the company is now worth $4 billion in 2030, and you've bought in today at a market cap of $400 million. That's a 10x return, If you're not happy with that, I'm not sure what's going to make you happy. Let's go even more conservative now. So gross margin is not 800, it's 600 million. Net profit falls to $200 million. Now, and the PE ratio is not as good either. It's only 7 times what the earnings are. So now you've got a market cap $1.4 billion. And today you're paying $400 million for that 2030 company worth $1.4 billion. Still not a bad return. Okay, that's a wrap on this crappy video. So obviously that's just a pure graphite. Who knows what the future holds for their cathode material. That could be a bigger win as well. I know the cathode material is a bigger market by dollars because the nickel costs more than graphite. I would love to get in this stock when it was around 20 cents before everyone got a whiff of it after the gully video, hyper change, sent the stock price way up. So I'm looking for that next stock before anyone finds it. If you know about it, tell me. I don't have many subscribers. It's not going to get anywhere. No one's going to watch my videos. So let me know in the comments below.